Hello, my name is Brandon Calhoun, junior, English major, journalism minor, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm here to talk about my experience at the Boys and Girls Club in the West End. Overall experience was good. Felt as though I reached out to the kids as much as possible. Going there every Thursday, you know, it was a lot, be trying to balance that and schoolwork, but I made it through. I loved how, they fed the kids pizza and then we, played with them and talked with them, and the conversations that we had, it was very, effective because we really touched on police brutality and how to respond to authority. How certain situations don't have to turn out as, a black man getting killed. You could try to, prevent that by, you know, being polite or coming off on a different way than just being aggressive all the time. Um, my favorite, well, they all are my favorite, but the ones that are really attached to me the most was the twins, Davion and Devin. Since the first day, they was attached to me. Uh, they were really they was fascinated by my tattoos, and for some reason they couldn't understand how I was in college with all these tattoos. But I told them, that doesn't define me as a man or as a student. That's just my expression of my life. One I think it was Devin. He wants to be an engineer, and Davion wants to be a computer scientist. In the future, I look forward to going back. Probably not next semester, but probably again in the fall. Hopefully, they will be there, and also the other children. I feel as though when we go there, we should involve Spelman, so that way, because it was also little girls there, and I feel as though Spelman need to come there as well and speak with them as well, because they're the future. Especially them to become young, women in society. Especially a lot was going on with them. As far as with the program, I also like how we play sports. The first sport we played was lacrosse, and some of the kids never played lacrosse before, even heard of lacrosse, and the instructor there, taught them how to play and how to throw, the ball. And I also learned as well, I never played lacrosse before. I always watched it at my other institution, but never really played, and I, had fun with that, and also interacting with them was good. We played flag football, and, I play football as well, so, they would ask me for advice, how to do this, how to run routes, and I was able to give them advice on that, and then most of them, young, they want to go to, the NFL or the NBA, and, I straight up and told them, that doesn't work out for everybody. You have to, have a backup plan. Because of course, when I was young, I wanted to be, in the NBA, go to the NFL, be a star athlete. But fortunately, it didn't work out for me. But I had a backup plan. I went to college, and I always knew I wanted to get a degree before anything. It was just a good experience. The kids, you could tell they needed help. You could tell that they needed, guidance. And I'm kind of glad Professor Lynn that she's taking part and taking lead into doing this. And I hope in the future that it'll be a bigger thing as far as Morehouse being involved. Because some of them never been to college camps before. When they came here for the last day, the finale, they was asking about the dorms. They was shocked that we was able to live by ourselves. They were even shocked about the cafeteria, that that it was all you could eat. So when we went, they were getting 4 or 5 plates at a time. I had to tell Devin, slow down. It's gonna be here. Caf don't close until 11, and it was only 7 o'clock. So you can take your time, eat your food. And they was also fascinated about the soda machine. You can pick the variety of flavors, just the little things, that us as we go here don't appreciate. And it was a good community service. It feels as though it's my first step into giving back, because in the near future I want to go back home to West Philadelphia and also look out for the youth, and also my career that I want to take in radio and television. I want to focus on the youth and talk about what's going on in the youth, because I feel as though there's not a legit African American male that's talking about the everyday struggle, or getting out the positive way. Besides a rapper, I just feel I need somebody like that's just a regular person telling them, you can do this, you can do that. You don't have to take this route. There's other routes to, take. So like I said before, it was a good experience. Had fun. It was a shame that we had to end, and I am looking forward to going back in the fall. I'm gonna try in the spring, but cause like once you miss a day, as soon as you come back, they're gonna be all up on you, ask you where you at, and that's another thing. Your presence was well known. But for sure in the fall, my senior year, I will be there, and talk to the kids. Thank you, and God bless.